Yo, what's up guys, this is HappyNo with another Guild Wars 2 PvP video, and this time with the PvP 2v2 series part 3, showing you again with my Tempest buddy Orion, a nice 2v2 here against some more or less high pro players. And I choose to show you this one as the third because it is like my favorite one, and a lot of people might already know why. I might not even talk that much because most people already know it, and basically all my haters know it even better. So we have here CookieDOP something. It's my favorite lad here, CookiePro, and yeah, he's the self-claimed best Guardian player in the world. So we had a nice 2v2 here, guard versus guard, and I had the support, he had the DPS. So it was like really equal game here. And the other guy is Sindranerr, and he is mainly known as a thief player, quite arrogant in my opinion, but not for all of you maybe. Why am I saying this? Because I had like a few games with him, and he was arrogant in a way which was not so nice. And by the way, look at this contemplation of purity. I got such a long boon duration and everything by just timing that skill right. On the first game, by the way, we will lose. But to talk about this a little bit, I wrote him once he should not be so arrogant. And the time where he tried to 1v1 me, I even let him really get me with his pistol spam thief. But at the end, I beated him on a 1v1 with ease. And of course, I mean, thief was like a kind of counter to DH because of the spammable pistol 3, but nowadays he will have no chance against the DH to win with a lower damage from the thieves. And I will talk about the gameplay as well, by the way, don't mind about this. My main goal here is just to show you who's the best Guardian. And I had this Guardian, I had Cookie on 3 games, twice against his Firebrand. 3 games or 2, I don't know, but I'm like almost sure that I won 3 games against him, twice on his Firebrand and once he played DH. And the same goes for Sindranerr. He was playing Revenant. I won also 3 games against him, and I'm like sure that I kicked him out of Legendary once. And this is something that I don't like, by the way, when they go with timer here. And so I decided to do that as well, you know, just to make people mad a little bit. I mean, they think they made me mad and stuff with this, but I don't know, I don't care. And yeah, why I decided to show those 2 players is really the reason, because they are really mad ones. But I said the Guardian, the other one is, I don't care much about him, but the Guardian was a really trash talker, and now is the time came. Karma. How would you say it, like karma? And the time just came to show you who's the better Guardian player here. I even dodged his attack and I got hit. Really nice. So, to talk about the gameplay here, my main goal is just to focus the Firebrand, because the Firebrand has not much to go on. He's just like a support. He of course can deal quite some damage with his symbols, but the main damage dealer here will be the Revenant. And my main goal is just to damage this guy as much as possible. I activate my virtues here to support my ally just a little bit, not by much, but still. I will get with virtue 2 like a 1600 healing on him, and with virtue F3 I grant him 1 Aegis stack. And that was like more than enough so he could recover, and from here on he just had to run away a little bit. I again use my virtues to heal him up. It makes it too dangerous for me, but the good thing here is, you can see it here, he just is able to kite around and therefore just survive. And that's what I would also just recommend most of the times. If you go for 2v2s, try to play something where you can support your ally. In my case now, if I'm able to deliver my damage, you can see this here, both are really high pressured. The Firebrand used his elite skill. My Tempest did the only one mistake here by applying air overload on top there. He should have jumped down, but that was not like such a huge thing. We are still able to get them here at this point, or later on, better said. Because you can see it here, my damage output is pretty nice and I'm able to pressure both of them. And you can see this here, the guard has to recharge his mantras and also just keep the distance from me because I'm dealing so much damage there. And as I just said, my goal is just applying the damage, not much support or stuff like that. And of course I have to try also a little bit to be annoying to the enemy players, not just that. And I'm annoying by just, I almost landed like every Greatsword 5 pull onto the Revenant, which is really mad if you watch this. And I got here the Revenant down, and the Firebrand is not even trying to revive because he might be like sure that I would have interrupted that. And you can see this here, my damage output is pretty high. The problem that I have here against them is that the Firebrand of course has a lot of Aegis, and of course the weakness that he can apply. And so just to be the badass dude, just playing on timer here again. Just because they did it to me, so I'm gonna do that as well. What they are playing is the meta, so I'm not gonna give credits to them because I've seen people playing double DPS Revenant, Ranger, Core Revenants and stuff, so this meta builds nothing really impressive. Most people were playing this, Condi, Rev and Firebrand, so no credits for that. It is like OP in certain ways, but if you manage to play it like us two here, you should be able to get them. And I had quite a lot of fun games, by the way, but the problem that I faced most likely in those 2v2s is my cute, like, how much should I say, like 90% solo, and a little bit with this Tempest here, because I just wanted to practice some combos there. And on those 90% of the games, I managed to be top 100 something rating. I don't know the right number right now. And what I saw a lot is that the pro players just abused the overpowered professions like double Condi Rev, perma protection, perma resistance, both. So they had perma healing and perma sustain, perma Condi cleanse, or better said Condi transfer. And yeah, it was pretty annoying to fight that. Then what I faced also a lot was double necromancers, double firebrands and stuff. You can see it here again, a really nice move with my contemplation of purity, and then walking away a little bit because the firebrand has his CCs of course, and just trying to avoid that. And as you can see as well here, my smite condition usage is really used when needed, not just spamming it out immediately. And I just have to drink a little bit here. Blocking a little bit here with my shield, and I'm again, as I'm saying, I'm not such a huge supporter there. My only goal is here to damage those people, to apply some damage, to interrupt those people, and you can see it here again, interrupting the Revenant. Ooh, just take a sip. And I actually have nothing against those two players. I mean, Cookie, this guy, he was a really strong support guardian player. I can remember it. It was pretty hard to kill him, but on DPS wise, he was not even worth mentioning, you know. But never mind. I have nothing against him, by the way. It is just fun when people trash talk me and you get those situations where you just kill them. And against the thief main here, I also have nothing against him, but he used to quite trash talk about me, and for no reason, by the way. I still also have nothing against him. I just like to make jokes about it, especially for one thing that he has done, the last one. He was looking for a pro team, and I was looking really nice for him, and if he could make a team with me, and somehow he just loses with his best duo queue partner here, with the best guardian player in a 2v2 against me. I guess I'm worth being in a pro team. Oh my god, I have to drink, man. My voice is so gone. Wow. Oh, my voice is so gone. It's like I have like corona or something, but it's not corona. It's just a joke. And yeah, I just had to, it was like the second or the third game with this guy, with Orion, and he's a Spanish doctor. He's a really cool guy, and we faced like quite a lot of God of PvP title players, and we wrecked them all. The only one that we were having trouble was not Draze was not troubling, but Draze played like a little girl. I don't want to say the word, but Draze will be next video. And where we had to struggle was double Necromancer, was it? Yeah, because my damage was not so high, and this Carpatch Necromancer was just too tanky and too cancerous to really get something going on. When I swapped to Burning, we were able to get them, and then they just swapped to anti-Condi, anti-tank build, so it was on any way really not able to get something going on. And where I saw myself also pretty weak was against like a Reaper and Condi Revenant combo. When the Reaper was good, they were also just able to apply either high damage output or the Condi pressure was really high. And that's where, I mean, my ally, as I said, he's not like the best Tempest player in the world, but he was pretty decent, I would say. And he's a casual player, so you should not consider him as I don't know what here. But in my opinion, he's a really strong guy. You can see it here, catching those people again, interrupting him, not letting him go over there. And the good thing here against the Firebrands is that Firebrand's just not getting that huge amount of healing, but the Firebrand is more annoying in my opinion with the weakness and the CCs. But in this case not so much, because the CCs were not coming through. I just have to cough now. I just turned around for a second. Oh my god. And yeah, we had like a really fun, not so, how to say it, fun game, because I was able to get my damage going on. I was able to help my ally quite a bit. They were not able to kill him, they were not able to down me, and so it was really fun. And again here, pulling both of them, blinding them, applying damage, and just repeating this process. And I mean, you can see it here, my ally staying with max HP for quite a long time here. And that's what's good here. Waiting for the Revenant here, before I knock back, waiting a little bit for him to do some damage. He even swapped the build, as it looks like. Yeah. The weakness trait lines. What I had also a really fun game against two players where they were just trying to hardcore weaken me the entire time. It was also something with a Necro, and I had like perma weakness, and we were able to beat them. It was one game with Necros, but I can't remember it right now. And the best game that I had was with a random Reaper. We had twice the tiny guy, double Revenant and Adeladente or something like this. He has a funny name, that's why I can remember it so good. And we won. I had this Necro like 2 times in a row, and we had them as enemies, and I gained from them like 40 points. And the bad thing is for them, they lost like a 50 points. And then they swapped to double DPS, and they were able to shred my Necro the entire time. I had to play Firebrand, but I was not able to help him out, because I don't know what they were playing. They just went, I guess, full Berserker with max damage output or something, and they were able to shred my ally pretty hard. And this is, by the way, the first game that goes on timer, overtime. And you can see it here. I even forgot to tell my ally that he should go with max healing, but he was able to sustain there, and we were able to get the damage output here, easy killing those 2 guys, and getting a nice 3-1 win against them. And yeah, I have nothing to say about them. It was just fun that they lose against the meme player, as I'm called, for so many players. And I ended up, by the way, plat 2, yes. I did solo queue the last day, and I would have been top 50, but I had this one Mesmer guy. He was really bad. And I won 10 games in a row, and the 11th one was with this guy, and I just lost it. And now I'm going to quickly show you the build as well. Marauder Amulet with Rune of the Strength. What I changed is the sigils. I use Sigil of Peril on the mace, on the scepter shield, and Sigil of Energy, and Sigil of Stagnation with Sigil of Vulnerability on my greatsword. Because the cripple is nice, so the enemies stay closer to me, and the Sigil of Exposure, 5% damage bonus for me and for my ally, pretty strong. Then Valor, Virtues, and Radiance. No Virtues. Whoa. Valor, Radiance, and Zeal. The max damage output build. It is still the best in my opinion. It is much stronger than the Meta Battle website build, and you saw it here why. Max damage output, and I'm also using here Stand Your Ground instead of something else. Stand Your Ground, stability for me and my ally, and extra retaliation means extra crit chance, extra damage output, extra might. And you can change that with Contemplation of Purity, and not Contemplation of Purity, Judge's Intervention, or I don't know what. Judge's Intervention, yeah. Or Save Yourself if you have huge condi pressure from enemies, so you can help your ally. That could be nice. I use that quite a lot to cleanse my ally, and in combination with Contemplation of Purity, you grant yourself high boons with a long duration. That's just by the way. And I just swapped the video a little bit back. And the last thing here now, as always, 3 of my other videos which you can watch or not, and of course you can subscribe to my YouTube channel only if you like to. If not, don't do it. That was HappyNo, the Guardian King Master God of PvP. Just to make some people mad. And I'll see you in my next videos, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a good one, all of you. I love you all. Thanks for subscribing to my YouTube channel, and thanks for watching this video. Really quite a lot. I'll see you in my next videos, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Bye bye all.